got a definition between
Oh,
how to spell their names.
Morrowind crashed, but we expected that. Okay. He just sneezed into my own mind. It's like a train crash in slow motion. If a train could crash more than once every 30 minutes. You find it trivial? It was no trivial task to set up, that's for sure. So... Well then perhaps you are someone Carnius has a use for. Know now that if you choose to follow him, I will never be able to fully trust you again. Okay, good, so we can redo that choice. You find it a worthy pursuit, though a trivial pursuit. Thank you for the pats, Mom. So before we just immediately said yes, because that's, how I feel in my heart. But this time, let's actually see what Carney Asada wants us to do. Or hear his pitch, at least.
Stay out of trouble and you won't get hurt.
This man should not be allowed in this hallway. Where'd he go? You don't feel with your heart, you feel with your hands. Well... Don't have a quippy response for that, so there. Oh, don't even say it. I can tell by the look on your face. Falco gave you his little pep talk, didn't he? Oh, Joe Rajo, I need your help. Won't you help me? Ugh. Perhaps instead you should think about doing yourself a favor and aiding me, underling. I don't completely hate the energy he's giving off. Believe me, I can make you a much better offer than Falco ever could. Don't be fooled. I'll tolerate you only for as long as you are useful to me. If you perform well enough, it will be to your benefit. I think it's clear that I'm in a position to offer you a great deal more than Falco might. Serve me well, and you may end up taking Falco's place. Take a little time and think it over, underling.
I can't believe it. Can anyone do anything right?
Have you made your choice yet? I'm not a patient man, and you do not want me as an enemy, underling. No? You may wish to rethink that, underling. And I'd certainly advise that you don't go running off to Falco. That would prove to be very bad for you. Think he'd punish me if I went to Falco? Let's do it.
Stay out of trouble and you won't get hurt.
You got some beautiful Luna Moth pins? And you gave them to Mark? Oh, is he, Now, when you say he's
All I
When you
ask
say
for
he's
is a
glowing,
pair of boots. How hard could it be?
man, I know. When you say he's glowing, is it in a Pokemon evolution kind of way? Or did you just brighten his day? Also, Mom, you already said that you were proud of me. You can't take it back? You're not sure if he's capable of smiling. That's fair. Lunamoths are extremely beautiful. I think I would like to see one. Sometime. Maybe with a partition evolved. I'll help you. Excellent! I'm glad to have you working with me. From now on, every future assignment you are given will come from me. Can you promote me? Well, I don't have a real assignment for you, but perhaps you can help me with something else. I have a difficult decision to make, and your input would be valuable to me. Raven Rock is expanding nicely despite the heavy ore quotas. So we build something other than housing, and the funds are available to build either a smithy or a trader's outpost, having a difficult time deciding which would suit us better. So now we have to talk to people in town and hear their opinions. One feels strongly for smithy, one feels strongly for trading outpost, and one of them is like, I don't really know, but I guess trading an outpost. You sewn on your back porch when you were 7 or so? Oh my gosh. We only really had, like, the really tiny, Miller-type moths where I was growing up. Your parents used to take you to a conservatory just to see the butterflies land on your head. I would not. Personally. But I'm sure it would be very nice to look in from afar. I don't know when it happened. But coming to Australia and seeing the occasional large moth or butterfly, they actually trigger a flight response in me, and I have no idea why. It's something like, I don't want them to touch me, and they seem so uncontrolled. It's something about their movement.
Well,
Yeah,
if
she wants
it
the trade
isn't
house so she can
you
actually
again, I dare say
buy
you're
comfort
one of
supplies.
The nicest people I met, and that's saying quite a lot.
He wants the smith so he can fix broken equipment.
Raven Rock, the jewel.
Did I catch moths as a kid?
Whatever that's worth.
Because I don't remember that. But still, if that's the case, you're talking about the really little ones. I'm talking about the big ones, like the hand-sized ones. The little ones I'm fine with. The itty bitty yellow butterflies and the little gray moths, those are fine. Okay, that makes me feel better. It's something about the much larger ones that they have over here. Yeah, I don't really care much either way. I'd have to say a trader, since I could buy all sorts of things there. I do mean, look, I saw one dead rain moth once, and I was extremely upset. I can't imagine what I would do if I found a live one. I don't think I met this guy before. Tough question. I think I'd rather see a trader here. Maybe that way more people will be interested in stopping by. And some of them might want to stay, and that would make the workload lighter for all of us. See, all very good points.
Be as black as these rocks by now.
The monarchs were particularly fond of you. The picture of a huge blue and black one landing there. It does sound incredible.
Well, if it isn't you again.
Too bad about the ship.
And I'm sure it looks very cute.
And that's saying quite a lot.
Sure on the trader. So be it. Get my men started on construction. Take the news to Carnius. I doubt he'll care. But Stendarr forbid he doesn't know every little detail of what goes on here. It's definitely something to do with the movement pattern, by the way. That's the
What
best I can
stranger?
explain it. A blue emperor. I've definitely seen some blue and black ones. I'm tempted to look it up, but I really shouldn't. Because I know you can all tell when I look at my phone on
Let's
stream.
get this over with quickly.
You know what, you're right. Let's get this over with quickly. What? Fine, that's fine. I don't care. Just make sure there's no problems. What, the no clipping or looking at my phone on stream?
You chose Falco. Fine. Let's get this over with quickly.
Oh, excuse me to that guy. Excuse me, sir. Phases through your being. Headline saying K-Lab Inc. resurrects development of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure mobile game. Oh no, was it not Pitter Patter Pop?
How hard could it be?
I don't know the first thing about any JoJo game. I'm not sure what I was actually supposed to... Okay, check back in a few days when the work is done. What was the guy talking about just now? So, Falco was between building a smithy or a trade house here. So we decided trade house, and then he made us go and tell Carne Asada about it. Because technically, Carne Asada is still in charge of this whole operation. Construction on the trader's outpost should be nearly complete. How hard could it be? How hard could it be? What's it worth to you? I didn't pick up on that conversation. I wish I had. Ow. I don't know why that was deserved. It probably only lasts 10 years. 10 years seems like a really good amount of time for a mobile game to last, honestly. I don't know, I don't really mobile game much. Also, smartphones still feel new to me. Oh. Hey, Mom, that one was from you. Where's the trader? One of the new bracelets is Howlite? You're hoping it absorbs the carpal tunnel from your arm. I hope so. You've tried it before, you know what it does.
The jewel of Solstice. Another day.
Work is almost done, like Carnius know, would you?
Decisions are good.
Yes, sir.
But good decisions are better.
March my little tail back to Carnius. Stardust shooters. It only lasted from 2014 to 2021. I'm sorry, I don't really have faith in anime games, to be honest, in general. I tried them once or twice. They feel a little bit like a cash grab to me, personally. I don't want to say which ones I tried that made me feel like they were mostly cash grabs, because I can't remember their names, and also, if you don't know what they are, you can't defend them.
I only have a few moments.
But my expectations for that type of game are extremely low. So if it lasted that long, I think that's not that bad.
Fine. Just leaves more for me.
Trader's almost done? Fine, now go and leave me alone. What was the point of doing that? A human being in Bethesda wrote that quest in. Construction on the trader's outpost should be nearly complete. Go talk to Falco. Oh, the construction on the outpost is nearly complete. Go tell Carnius. Talk to Carnius. Well, the construction's nearly complete. Good. Can I have a promotion though? No.
Stay out of trouble and you won't get hurt.
See, I'm with you. I think there should be good anime video games. I think JoJo could make a great game. I think that there are some great JoJo games, and they're called Persona. Oh, thank you, Isa. Finally, someone said it. Okay, so I found out. I was like, okay, someone who was working on Shin Megami Tensei must have been reading JoJo. As it turns out, it is based on a separate manga series called Digital Devil Story, I think, or Digital Devil Saga. But still, look at them. And look at what they do. It seems that nothing is easy, Joe Rajo. Arnius' replacement supply ship has brought new problems with it, namely one Barrow Ignatius. He seems to think that he deserves extra payment for delivering our supplies and taking the ore back to the mainland. I, for one, have no intention of giving it to him. Given up trying to reason with him, why don't you try talking some sense into him? Oh, I'll talk some sense into him.
If it's not one thing, it's another.
May I help you?
This the guy? Look at how sculpted they made his face. They spent some time on that. I have business with your superiors, not with you. Run along now.
Go ahead, stranger.
He doesn't want to deal with us. This is the part of the quest where I have to walk back to Falco and say he doesn't want to deal with us, and then I can go back to him and talk to him again.
Decisions are good, but good decisions are better.
He's captain of the new supply ship that arrived. Should still be down by the dock. I don't believe he's budged since he made his demand for extra payment. Nix, hi, how are you? He's demanding a ridiculous sum of money. I won't even repeat what it is, or else he'll refuse to take any more of the ore back to the mainland. This is unacceptable, and something needs to be done about it. I've tried reasoning with him to no avail. I'd like you to talk to him. You're lovely, you just woke up? So Nix, I understand now that Shin Megami Tensei is based on a separate manga series. But it's still the best JoJo game we have right now, right? Particularly Persona. How do you feel about that statement? Like the JoJo fighting game. I will say that's the anime fighting games aren't the best fighting games I've ever played, but they are probably the best anime games I've ever played.
May I help you?
I don't particularly want a JoJo game, by the way. But that is kind of what we were talking about. Well, no, they finally sent someone to deliver the extra payment I requested. I told them if I was going to make this trip on top of what Elbaroth was doing, it'd cost them. And I'm getting tired of waiting. Okay, what's Elbaroth doing? He's a friend of mine. Not much to look at, and certainly not much of a captain, but he was a hell of a fighter. Always brandishing that stupid sword of his. What business is it of yours? Let's talk about that extra payment, shall we? See, this boat doesn't go anywhere until I've got that money in my hands. Your boss already knows what I'm after, unless you're here to give it to me. Suggest you get lost, otherwise you might get hurt. So he's talking about Elbaroth. That happens to be the name stitched into the clothes on that... Sorry, I forgot you existed. On that dead captain over there.
Eat more vegetables, he says. Turnips. I'm up to here with turnips.
Not every hard game is the Dark Souls of gaming. The Persona series is the Persona series. That is very true. I am coming from seeing very little of it. I should talk to Falco. I know that's what they want me to do. Persona is the Dark Souls of anime. That's pretty true.
But good decisions
I don't think anyone would argue with that statement. See, he's completely unreasonable. There must be a way around this. Talk to Apronia. Maybe there's some way to exploit this connection to Elbaroth. Cries in Berserk. He was completely incompetent as a ship captain, I can tell you that much. Such an odd little boss word too. Thought he was the best fighter in the province, always waving that sword around. But then the ship crashed and he was injured. Oh yeah, it wasn't the... Why did I think it was the dead Dunmer over there? For all his talk of being a good fighter, he sure didn't last long against those horrible undead things. I ended up taking his saber and using it to defend myself. Thought the only thing he ended up being good for, in my opinion. Certainly came in handy now that I think of it. Though I don't really have much of a use for it. Here, you take it. Not like it's worth much of anything. Odds are you'd be more likely to use it than I ever will.
Well, if it isn't you again.
Good meowing to you, Nick. Oh, Quesarito. I think actually... Yeah, the Quesarito was still there. But just
May I
barely.
help you?
Let's hear
Its days were numbered. Maybe I just kept making them for myself. Good meowing. Keep bringing him up, do you? If only he were here, he'd wipe the floor with you. Wouldn't be nearly as gracious as I have. A mean little boss where he is. Keep annoying him like this, and he'd likely put his saber through your skull. Next time I see him, I'll make a point of mentioning you. Perhaps he'll pay you a visit. But you're gonna try to tell me you have his saber? Sure, it's easy to talk. A guy like Elbaroth, though. He wouldn't just say he has a saber. He'd show me he had it. And a guy looking at Elbaroth holding a saber, he'd understand things pretty good, or he'd be real sorry, okay? Whoa, good. Hello, good meowing drummer. How are you, Woo, today? How are Uwu? We got there, yes. Partial to the chicken chalupa supreme. Oh, was that a thing then? I could have made it for you. Don't try to intimidate you. You offer bits in this trying time. Thank you. That was very difficult. Wish I could be a member of the Big Bitty Committee. That sword looks like Elbaroth's. Is that his saber? How did you... So it's true, he's dead? You don't mean to tell me that you... I mean, you didn't kill him, did you? Okay, listen. Maybe I made a bit of a mistake, alright? How about I just take the ship and deliver the ore and we won't have any sort of problem at all? Just don't hurt me. Look, I'm going now, see? It's kind of a funny quest. Someone had an idea for it and they managed to make it work. I do thank you for the bitty sticks. You don't have to, but I do appreciate it. Oh, Taco Bell, by the way. I can't remember what it's called. Cheesy Gordita Crunch, yes. You can ask for a Doritos Loco shell in your Cheesy Gordita Crunch. There's a way to do it in the system. We'll do that for you. It's allowed. And I also highly recommend it. Spare me from having to make that extra payment. And for that, I thank you. Sorry, I had a little cough. Perhaps things can return to normal. Can you, promote me? Yes, you can. I'm a clerk. I'm a steward. I'm a fixer. Ooh. An agent? Negotiator? Okay, okay. The logs from the mines aren't adding up, Joe Rajo, or is disappearing, and if my hunch is right. Urin Marin is the one making it disappear. Of course, if my hunch is right, we're going to need proof of his theft. I haven't had Taco Bell in so long. I think there is one in Sydney, which, I don't live close to Sydney. The part of your brain that regulates forward thinking only gives you 12 a year. You only get, 12 Taco Bells a year. That's a reasonable amount, honestly. I used to eat a lot of it. They kept me fed, honestly.
Raven Rock. Another day, another 100 files of ore.
There was a reason I ate a lot, to be fair. Well, yeah, it was because it was free. Well, you know, it's free in the way everything is if you just kind of hold control and press E to interact with it. Oh, that's not how you pick locks in this game. That is how you steal things, though. They did love me there. They wouldn't have done anything about it. There's no way I'm gonna open this with a lockpick, though. I need to use the Open Your Heart spell, and I only have a 50-50 shot of it working. Rin. Did I even need to come in here? It's gonna need to happen again. I'm gonna need two 50-50 shots. Yeah, I say I stole food from work, but I stole with permission, so I wasn't that cool. Oh, thank you, Mom. There was no excuse for all the dominoes I had, though. It's empty. Thank thee for Uncle Dreth and his magic delivery service. I love Uncle Dreth. Bring him proof of... Bring him proof of the theft. Oh, Nix, thank you for the pats as well. Like, the general manager. At one point, I was like, called in for an extra, and then it turned into a 12-hour shift, and she, exhausted, was like, just keep having free lunches, I don't care. Just, like, ring them up, please. And I'm like, yeah, you know what, that's fair. She did actually get in and, like, work with people. Like, I don't want to say her name, but Mom, you knew her. Well, she had her own bosses, too. The house is clean. Yeah, I'm pretty sure my manager did that too. I don't know if the vacations were quite so long. I believe fully that I was the only person inside that building who didn't partake.
Raven Rock, the jewels.
I mean, most people did it in moderation. You wouldn't have known. Oh yeah, as far as working for them, yes, absolutely. In the realm of working for food service, Taco Bell, especially before the change in ownership, was pretty good. Hi, Rucker. I just want to clarify, it was like one of those, I can't even remember the difference, but it was one of those that was like somewhat privately controlled. I'm doing pretty well myself. How are you doing?
Raven Rock, the jewels.
Franchise locations. Thank you. We all got to dress up for Halloween.
Raven Rock, the jewel of Solstheim, for whatever that's worth. Another day, another 100 vials of ore.
Oh, is this the guy? No, it's not.
My lungs must be as black as these rocks by now.
Oh, these guys are, a real barrel of laughs. Little sleepy, got really busy. Oh, doctor's appointment in the morning, wedding at night for your cousin. Oh, jeez. Make sure you get all the rest you need, Rocker. Also, Mio, hi! It's so nice to see you. Oh yeah, congrats to your cousin. And I hope the doctor's appointment goes well too. But also I hope you're getting enough rest for it. I'm sorry, I promise I really am looking for, whoever this person is. Fall damage jump scare. Yeah, it scared me too. Makes me so worried when you guys start talking about cooler weather on the way. Because, seasons are reversed here, and I'm like, uh-oh. It's getting cooler over there. How much time do I have left? Elnina, please, we need you. Oh, La Nina. I assume that's a weather event.
Company's work is never done, friend.
Never thought I'd be doing this. I'm supposed to guard this room. Orders from Falco. Weird, huh? That is weird. He's not really the boss, but he's the one everyone listens to. I had no idea all these people existed.
Well, hello there. A pleasure to meet you.
That's not even the case, though. We're just finally starting to feel the damage. And not even really.
Ah, greetings.
I don't think he's down here. The random dude I'm looking for. He's having an immuno response. So what you're saying is, I need to flush all of our fever reducing medication, and that's gonna help, right?
The company's
We just throw all the Panadol in the ocean. Oh hey, we found the guy. He was right by the door the whole time.
and your profits lie.
I'm fine, thank you. What can I do for you? Worth a shot? Yeah, it's true. Can I talk to you about yourself? That's me. Why is this the only... I've been looking for that option on everyone. Why can't I ask you about that guy? I mean, I could just, you know, just a little, take him out. That's how I've solved frustrating quest lines before. When in doubt, make someone disappear.
May your ore be pure, and your profits large.
I mean, I wouldn't do it so often if it didn't work so often. Yeah, he is extremely nice, though. He likes us a lot. He gave us a key to the house, and I bet whatever evidence we were supposed to find just spawned in there. I won't reveal where the information came from, but I can tell you that I believe he's hiding ore in a chest in his house until he can offload it to someone else. I want you to... I saw that. I want you to find that chest and get the ore from it. You'll need this key to get into his house. It turns out I don't.
Okay, The supply ship is fine.
Can't blame them. Joe Rajo's a cutie. Can I actually, there. Yeah, look at that face. How can you say no to that? I love that it's still unlocked. It's empty, just like the last time I checked. But my information was very reliable. It may be that he was tipped off by someone. I don't claim to have a monopoly on spying here at Raven Rock. Well, if we don't want any evidence, then we'll just have to catch him red-handed. Or if we don't have any evidence, we'll have to catch him. He should be in the mine. Follow him and see if he does anything suspicious. Take care not to be seen by anyone, as they could alert him to your presence. Yeah, I'm a cat in the game.
Well, it couldn't get worse, could it?
What's wrong with that? We don't have any problems with cats here. Oh yeah, we're not supposed to be seen. I guess it doesn't count. When we walked into the room. Nothing? Sorry. Just trying to follow the game. Oh yeah. Well, you might know this one. You might know Oblivion. I thought you were doing a cat and mouse joke. This is the game that came before Oblivion. So there's various kinds of humans, various kinds of elves, and then there's two furries. You've got Khajiit and Argonian. Khajiit are cats, and then Argonian are lizards. So, is he gonna do something? Not supposed to be seen by anyone. I can stare at you, sir, for as long as it takes less than 9 minutes and 20 seconds. Oh, Argonians. Excuse me. Argonians aren't lizards, they're amphibians. That's true. Maybe I am supposed to approach.
There's a perfectly good explanation for this.
Oh, Joe, Raja, what are you doing here? There's a perfectly good explanation for this, I assure you. Yeah, see, I was... Well, okay, fine, you got me. But I swear, I didn't want to do this. Carnius put me up to it. He said he'd kill me if I didn't steal as much ore as I could. Oh. So you're a mouse playing a cat. So when I'm playing this, I'm a living I am the Tom and Jerry duality, yes. This is like if Remy was controlling Tom the cat instead of the chef guy. Just as I suspected. I didn't want to say anything at the time, but I was relatively sure that Carnius was involved. Well, now that we have a witness, perhaps it's time that we bring this matter to the attention of the investors. I'll see to it that Urin is sequestered in one of the colony's storerooms for now. Go see what Carnius has to say for himself, won't you? I think we have exactly enough time for that. Furry, are you okay?
Couple strips of porker hide.
Suri came back into the room wearing an hoodie and Ugg. And then put a sweater on the dog. I think he might be cold.
Come on, I haven't got all day, you know.
The plumage is fluffed. It might be cold. What is it, negotiator? Wait, yeah, I am supposed to just, like...
Fine. Just leaves more for me.
He's not at work today! He's here. I'm taking the news to Carnius, I guess. He's a thief, and is clearly a liar as well. Oh, don't you worry. I'll take care of this personally, but I assure you, I had nothing to do with it. We didn't ask if you had anything to do with it, buddy. Medieval folks thought birds hibernated under the frozen lakes and went.
Have a few moments.
It's incredible. Sorry, did you know that in medieval times burps used to hibernate inside the frozen lakes during winter? Before they invented migration? You can always tell when he's home, because when he's home, I'll read chat directly to him. When he's at work, I don't have to do that because he reads it. Just by being so dense and duck per inch.
Ship is fine.
Fly spontaneously, yeah. That's a... By the way, obviously very wrong and not a good basis for your belief system. But what an incredible inspiration for fantasy, right? Like, fantasy worlds are so much cooler when you live in a world where just... Yeah, if you leave meat out, flies are just born from it. That's just what happens. And then it's a natural progression into, like, brownies, and... Sorry, Mom. But it's a natural progression to like, Fae, right? And other little, little gremlins. Driving home from work, saw a frozen pond with what you thought were decoy ducks. I'm about to ask the dumbest question. Were the ducks okay? 'Cause that sounds awful. Or cool. But I'm guessing it was awful. But if it was... I guess if it was only for like an afternoon... Oh, thank goodness. They were the same ducks. We can confirm that right now. They were the same ducks. They were just cryogenically frozen for a hot minute. Came out completely fine. No issues whatsoever. Alright. I do actually have to take a very short break, so I'll be back real soon. Yeah, it was a flash... Okay. That's what I was thinking. Because if it was only, like, frozen for a night or so... Alright. Everyone have a little stretch. Freshen up your drinks. I'll be back in less than 5.